Peace. Welcome back to the space beyond infinity where there are no limitations. I am the spirit guide of this real mystic, and I'm back with another vlog, y'all. Somebody please tell me what is wrong with me. No, I'm just playing. So y'all, the moon was just in Scorpio. We just had a full moon eclipse, and then the moon just transitioned into Scorpio right after that. Of course, why not? And, camera. And so I'm in my emotional space, right? I'm very aware that these two things are going to bring forth whatever feelings I'm having inside of me that I am ignoring, that I'm trying to keep into the shadows. It's bringing it to the light, okay? And so guess what those feelings are? Love. It's love. Love. Who would have guessed? I was hiding love away from myself. Me. I would have guessed that. I already knew. This shit is sickening and it's annoying, okay? But I know I'm grateful, but at the same time, bruh, y'all will never hear the end of the tale between me and the father of my children. You will never hear the end of it. So, these past few months, I've just been trying to, embrace the pain and the hurt of the relationship, and, the things that he has done that have hurt me, whether they were intentional or not intentional. Well, all of the shit that's intentional, because I've addressed the things that were not intentional. All of the shit that I know was fucking intentional. It had to be intentional. It couldn't be anything other than intentional. Okay? And about those two vlogs that I posted about confusion and being confused, I'm no longer there. We're somewhere else. That was only those days, one day leading into that, one day in it, and one day coming up out of it. And, that's how it works. I'm a Cancer. I transition with the phases of the moon. So you'll see multiple things going on here. Anyway, I'm somewhere new now. This was saying. I don't know where the moon is at right now. I don't think it's a Scorpio no more. I think it might have came up, but I ain't got no notification that it transition yet. So it might still be in Scorpio. So that makes kind of sense why I am where I am. But anywho, yeah. Because, I know what my beliefs are, and I know what I believe, and I know what I don't believe. And I was saying that in the whole thing, it was just like, when you literally, energetic exchange is real. That's a real thing. When you exchange energy with people, if you're intuitive like me, you're going to take on that energy. And, that's why I be loving my solitude for real, because I'm about to be out here on some other stuff. But anyway, yeah. And it gives me the time to recalibrate and recuperate like that faster. But anywho, I feel real high energy. I'm gonna take this walk because I don't have nothing to feed my kids for breakfast except for a cup, literally just one cup of cantaloupe that they can share, and that's it. And that's not enough. So we have to go and get something, and we'll go to the Oxtail that's closer, but I don't really know what's there, but we'll see. I've decided to just be in the flow. See, because what I was trying to do was save the money that I got from my brother this week, to try to hold on to it for when I go to the beach and buy myself whatever, but I think I'm just say forget it and just be in the moment. There's this new restaurant that just opened up in the mall, and my son has been asking to go every day because they have a little play section for the kids where they can watch movies and play around and do the bouncy house. There's a bouncy house in there, and he just keeps asking to go, and I keep saying no. And I think that today I'm going to just say fuck it and just live in the moment and go and get myself. Plus, the last time that we went, I got this thing, and it was so good, and I want to have it again. So I think that we'll go a little earlier in the day. That way we could have a little snack or whatever, because I know what I have planned for dinner. So we will go a little earlier in the day. We'll have our little snack, a little lunch, a little something. Maybe they could split a quesadilla and I'll have my little thing and I can share mine with Yashirda and I'll let them play in a play place and maybe we'll get a little treat. I really want some cheesecake, so maybe I'll get myself a slice of cheesecake. And yeah, we'll just ball the fuck out, because why not? It pains me, but at the same time it doesn't. So whatever. Supposed to have fun. That's what you're supposed to do, right? Say fuck it and live life. I was saying this. So fuck it. Let's live life, right? Cause God be giving you money and you're supposed to use it for, like, if you have enough money to do it, then just do it. And I keep saying, oh, I don't have enough, but I do. So anyway, let me stop playing those games. Come on. Me, yeah, the mom. Yeah. So, yeah, feeling these feelings of like, oh, I love my baby daddy, I love it, blah, blah, blah. It kicked off with a dream. This is what happened, right? I had a dream the other day. My dreams be talking to me, but anyway, I was trying to refuse it at first. This was the day that the moon went into Scorpio, and I didn't know until after I woke up from this dream. I had a dream that me and him, we was together, we were happy. Somehow his mom's house ended up magically being a 6-bedroom house, and I'm just like, well, we should stay here. We could live here, whatever, 6 bedrooms, like we could stay here, you know. And you know, whenever she transitions on, this will turn into our house or whatever, you know. And that's what I was just thinking, you know. Yeah. So I wake up from this dream, and then I'm realizing, oh, the moon is in Scorpio. Okay, that's why. Because I'm like, why am I having dreams of fondness with this man, and being in love and things like that? And I'm like, oh, the moon is in Scorpio. Okay, like, so let me analyze and dissect how I'm feeling, what I'm feeling, like just telling myself like I'm gonna start feeling things and like being aware of what it is that I'm feeling, because I know why I'm feeling them, because it's gonna be things that's hidden that needs to be brought forth. I'm like the lunar eclipse just passed and then the moon is in Scorpio, so, you know, the things that I'm hiding from myself are gonna be pushed forward. So I'm hiding my fondness and how I love him and things like that. And I've been putting that in the back, in a little box, and in the back, in the darkest corner of the depths of myself. Because I want to embrace the fact that this man have not been treating me properly. So I want to try to tell myself that none of that matters, but it does matter. The love matters, because that's life. Like, if you don't have love in your life, then life is not worth living. You have to embrace all of it. The love, the happiness, and the pain, and the hurt, and the anger, and all of that. And that is what the fuck marriage is. And I recognize that that's why I've been here for so long. Which I've always knew that, but I didn't know that. But I'll keep trying to make myself not know that, so that I can embrace the love and then just continue to participate in this shit show, right? But it's like, if I'm going to continue to grow, you have to fucking continue to grow with me. At this point, I have no more moves to make on the board. It's not my turn. It's his. I can't do anything to make this better. You have to. You have to do your part to make this better. If you really want this, you have to do your part to make this better. Hey, she's yelling at me because I'm moving this chair over. Because how was you surrounding me with chairs? Anyway, you have to do your part. I can't do nothing else. You have to acknowledge the fact that you've been hurting me. You have to acknowledge the fact that you have been saying for years, at least 12 plus years now, that you have been numb in your emotional space. You have to acknowledge these things so that you can change and grow and have healthy emotional connections with people. If you're not trying to unnumb yourself in your emotional space, then you can't have a healthy emotional connection to people. Especially not me, who my entire reality is based off how I am emotionally. And let me say this to myself again, because this is a factor that I have been eliminating lately, that I need to acknowledge. My reality is based off of how I am doing emotionally. Thank you, babe. Yummy. Peanut butter chocolate bar. We're eating the scarecrow. That's a little creepy. Anywho, yeah, so like, okay. Like, if I'm numbing myself emotionally, like, this is what I'm feeling, all of this, right? I'm numb. I've been trying to numb myself so I don't feel all of these feelings, so that I can be able to move forward in some type of way that I think is healthy, but it's not healthy if I'm not allowing myself to feel everything that I need to feel. But that's what I'm saying. That's why I know that this, that's why I've been saying that this relationship is not healthy. Because it's keeping me in a space of confusion. It's keeping me in a space of where I either have to numb myself, or if I'm not numbing myself, I have to be in constant attack. I have to be under constant attack emotionally and mentally. And look, it's funny because when I made those last few videos, I did not see my third eye popping and jumping. And right now, it's popping and jumping because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm in my shit right now. In this moment, right now, today feels like a great day. I'm embracing myself and who I know I be, period. It's a lot. It's a lot that comes with this situation. So when you're watching this back, please just give me grace and just be kind with me, because it's a lot when it comes to love. Like when you're loving somebody, I love this man, and it's not just a trauma bond, and it's not just and it was never always just the pain that he was causing me. We've gone through a lot of beautiful things, a lot of beautiful growth. He has really opened up to me and allowed me to connect to the depths of him at certain points in times of our relationships. We have moons in Pisces, which Pisces is the most mature water sign. So when we are talking about our emotional space, we have the ability to be the most mature and the most in-depth. We have the ability to have the most in-depth and mature connections with people. See, but his is in the house of Cancer and mine is in the house of Scorpio, which means he's going to express his emotional space in the way that a Cancer would. No, take your ass back that way, and your sister and your tablet and all your noise too. Go on. I love you. Go ahead, back that way. Yeah, but you gotta understand that I walked over this way because I am trying to do what I'm doing, and you're loud, and your sister is loud too, and I need y'all to go ahead back that way. Or I will definitely go upstairs with my son. Yeah, so he's gonna express it in a Cancer way. So if he feels like I am doing something that hurts him, he's going to snap at me. He's going to cut himself off. He's going to, do all of these little Cancer shit things, right? But look at her following me. Go back in the house. Leave me alone. Not to say that I've done things that really hurt him. I've never done anything to truly, well, I mean, I can't say I haven't. I know I've hurt him in ways, but like not intentionally and not nothing that would be like to where that justifies how he has hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Like, to say that is to say, like, he's already carrying a bunch of hurt. He's already carrying a bunch of anger. He's already carrying a bunch of aggression. He's already had all of this baggage that he had before he met me. And I've done things that maybe triggered those things in him. And so once he's triggered by something that I've done, it's like an emotional dump. You're going to dump all of your shit onto me. And I don't deserve that, because a lot of that, what you're feeling, I would say at least 90% of that, of what you're feeling, is shit that was there before I got here. And I'm triggering those things in you because I am here to trigger you to grow. I am here to trigger you to heal. So you have to take the triggering, or how I'm triggering you, and grow from that. And not only expect me to do that, like you have to do the same. Like you have to reflect that shit. It's like he'll be like, oh, I trigger you, I trigger shit in you, so you need to take that and grow from it. But it's like you refuse to do your growth. This is where I've been for years, and it's like I am able to accept, like, okay, like, because I see the whole picture, and it's like he wants to, the problem is he wants me to be confused. He wants me to be like not confident in myself, so that I won't be in my bag, in my comfort, in myself, in my growth, in myself, and trigger that confidence, that comfort in himself, that growth in himself. He doesn't want to grow. I always understood it was never really about me, and it was always more so about him, because he's afraid of his greatness. He's afraid of his growth. No, you get down and you take yourself back into the house. Go. You take yourself in the house with your sister. Go. Does she wanna? She do what they do. She do what they do. She be doing her shit. So and she still came back out anyway. No, bye. Yeah, you see that water? I see that water, and nobody needs to bother with the water. Now take yourself back in the house, like I said. Bye. I'm going upstairs with Kari. Now what? I'm gonna go upstairs with Kari, and then you gonna follow me up there, and I'm gonna close you in that room with him. Yeah, come on. Ooh! Come on! Come on, Ron. Get your shit. I always knew it was never about me, and it was more so about him. No, now come on. I don't want them chairs upstairs. Kari, turn that light off on your tablet, or else your tablet's gonna die fast. I don't want those chairs up here. That's what I just said. Not listening. And she just looking at me like, I don't care. I'm still gonna bring it. You know what? You're being annoying. That's the point. Bring your ass on up the stairs. It's never been about me. It's never been about me. He got stuff inside of him that he don't want to face. He don't want to embrace. He don't want to grow. He's refusing to grow. He just want to pretend like he wants to grow. But he don't want to grow, because in order to grow, he has to face the hurt and the anger and the pain and the suffering that is inside of him. That man is hurt. He lost his first baby. He lost his first baby. He was only 21. Maybe. I don't even know. I feel like he said he had her when he was 19. And then she passed away right before her second birthday or something. So he was maybe 21 when he lost his first baby. And in that, when he talks to me about it, his perspective is he was very alone in that situation and he had nobody to support him. That is a very crushing thing to go through and not have anyone present in your life. And I've always known this. I'm about to cry because I feel like how I feel for him is being revealed, and it's like he can't not feel like that. I'm not that type of person who could just easily just flip off their emotions and then just be dead and numb, and I can't because I have to feel, because if I don't feel, then I don't grow and I don't get to enjoy the beautiful experience of being alive. But I've gone through these years of like dedicating myself to this person that I feel like is going to just expand and grow with me. And I know that is the heaviest burden to bear. That man lost his baby. I could never imagine that. That is a heavy burden to carry, y'all. To lose your baby. Before you even know what life really is, you have a baby and then you lose them. To hold your baby in your arms, lifeless. To bury them. It feels like you're going through it all by yourself. That is a lot. I've always known that was a lot. I've always known that he was carrying that with him. When I met him, I knew what baggage he was carrying. I knew that this journey was never going to be easy. And I was okay with all of that. I accepted all of that. Because I loved him. Because I accepted him. Because him at his core, at his soul, who he is in his heart, in his love, I know what that is. I know what that's like. I love that. I accept that and embrace that. And to carry that when you choose to marry someone, you choose to marry their life, their burdens, their baggage, their whatever, and fight through all of that with them. You choose to stand in that life with them. And I chose that. And so that's why I have been here for this long. That's why it's been stuff that has happened. And I've been like, okay, I'm going to stick with you and have another baby. And I'm going to stick with you and have another baby. And I'm going to go through all of this shit with you because I chose to be here. And that's what the fuck marriage is really about. And he's never like just blatantly cheated on me or like just really like physically hurt me. And so I've made excuses for the emotional damage that he has caused me. But now I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, okay, I can't keep going through this emotional abuse. You have to grow. I have to hold you to this standard. You have to meet this motherfucking standard. And if you don't, then don't come back around here. I would rather freaking be alone than to be in a constant cycle of being stabbed in my freaking heart every single day for the rest of my life. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And I won't be alone. I'm not doing that. But it's complicated because I've always felt like I was made for you. I was made for you, and to tell you the truth, even if I wasn't, ain't nobody in this world, and I know this because it comes from God, and it doesn't come from my arrogance or my ego or my anything. There's nobody else in this world who can bear the weight of what that man is carrying outside of himself other than me. You're not going to find nobody who's going to be able to. You even found you another cancer woman and she still couldn't. It's me. I'm the only one who can help you. That's why you're tied to me 3 times over. Blood tied 3 times over. And they never can change that. But you're not going to be able to heal until you humble yourself in front of the face of God and his creation. You're not going to be able to until you acknowledge God and you acknowledge me, the one who was sent by God to help you, to heal you. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being here. I know my purpose. God's in me to help heal others. But I understand that there's no helping heal others until you heal yourself. I can't even move forward in healing anyone else in this world until this specific job is done. Or until there is at least progress here. Ain't that crazy? It's a crazy thing to think, but once you're in the spiritual community and you're really on a spiritual journey and you're really trying to grow yourself spiritually and mentally, you understand what I'm talking about in this moment. We are tethered and tied, and there's no breaking this motherfucking bond. But I have no more moves. It's your turn. You got to make your moves. You got to choose it. You have to choose to grow and change. And until then, we're both going to be in cycles of fucking agony. I'm going to say agony because the way I be feeling when it comes to my emotional space and my emotional space being blocked up, it's agony. It's agony. I could find some type of happiness or some type of, but it's not going to, I can't truly, fully elevate. Here I go again. Do y'all know how many times I done got to this space and then threw myself back into confusion because I'm like, on one hand, it's 3 hands. The one hand I'm here, then the other hand I'm like, because I can be like, oh, he's hurting me and he's not good enough for me and I could find somebody better and blah, 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 blah. Like somebody who's not going to hurt me, somebody who's not going to blah, 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 blah. But if I'm telling the truth for myself, I feel like that would be settling. Because they wouldn't be able to give me what I know he can. What I know he can. because he has. Not because I'm just dreaming, I'm delusional. Let me be delusional. That's what makes my life fun. When I get to get delusional. I tell y'all what, this man has allowed me to be very delusional. Delusional enough to have been living here in Mexico for 2 years. Shit. Delusional enough to be having me a house right here and a man providing everything that almost everything that I need to maintain this motherfucker. But my point is, you could have more. We could have more. But you have to acknowledge God, and you have to acknowledge the gifts that God has sent to you into your life. That's the only way it works. You have to give up. You have to give it up. You have to give it up. You have to stop trying to hold on to all of this pain, all of this suffering, all of this agony, because you feel like you don't deserve more because you what? Because you let your baby die. And that was not even your fault. And that is not even that. How? Like, it is, but it's not, because it's your karma that you had to go through that experience. So I can see how you could try to blame yourself, but it's not, because, like, you didn't fucking kill her. She developed a immune disease from the vaccination shots that was giving at birth. Sickle cell. What's a sickle cell? I don't wanna be telling lies, but she developed a deficiency from the immune shots that she got when she was born. This is why Bowie really is funny, because he treats the kids how he treats them, but at the same time, which he don't treat them bad all the time. He doesn't know how to, like, my children are sensitive, just like me. They're pretty much just as sensitive as I am, and Boomy is not sensitive to emotional spaces because he's trying to keep himself as numb as he possibly can in his heart space. So he treats them how he treats them. But he's like, if they get one scratch or if they get too many mosquito bites, then he's like all defensive and like, how could you dare let them be whatever, like, and it's like, bro, don't jump down my throat about letting the kids get a couple fucking mosquito bites. Don't jump down my throat about kids being kids and getting hurt because, they tripped and fucking fell. Like, how am I supposed to control a child tripping and falling? How can I control everything so much that the kids are not gonna get scraped knees? The kids are gonna get scraped knees. That's how you experience childhood. There's no experienced childhood without having a scraped knee, scraped elbow, a knot on your forehead because you decided you wanted to jump from the 4th step. Well, you knew that was a little bit too high for you. You don't. It's so funny.
Mama,
What?
I want to eat some. I want to eat some red pancakes.
I don't have no pancakes. But
No, I'm saying bread.
I don't have bread pancakes either. I don't even know what that is. Are you trying to say French toast?
The bread toast makes bread pancakes.
Okay, I don't have any of that. But we could go to the store. I mean, we could go to Oaks though. It's specific. Anyway. I love it here. In the chaos. But look at me, I'm happy, ain't I? So judge your motherfucking mama. Y'all, I know. It is what it is. I'll never break free of this. I don't. In my heart of hearts, I don't want to. I want to break free of the cycles of trauma and pain that we are constantly and continuously holding ourselves in. Yes, I want to break free of that. I don't want to break free of the love. And that is my dilemma. And that is why it's always like, it seemed like I love you. And then after a few months go by, I hate you. Like, go jump off a fucking cliff. But only jump off the cliff when you're ready to use your wings so you can fly. Yeah, sure. Why do you have that? That means, okay, so I'm gonna go because obviously Rafi and Yajurda is doing stuff that they're not supposed to. So let me go handle my kids, get them ready so we can go up to this Oxo and get some things so that I can feed them. Y'all have a beautiful, wonderful, magical, amazing experience. And love yourself first. Okay? Peace.